Alright, so in this video, I'm going to tell you 5 things that I like about the Leatherpros bags for Dyna. Let's check it out. What's going on, YouTube? BK Low is back in the building. And yeah, so I've been rocking these bags for over a year at this point. I think there's a good amount that I can tell you. I've had some ups and downs, as a lot of you guys know. But alright, thing number 1 that I like about these bags, that is just the insane amount of storage that you can get out of these bags. So we're going up, you know, for 2 nights upstate to celebrate the Memorial Day weekend. We are easily able to fit every possible necessary thing that we might need in the bag, plus just basic things that are good to have, such as like rain gear, clear face shield, stuff like that. So the storage of these bags is amazing. I've never once been, you know, wanting more than they could offer, and you know, I've taken them to I used them in that Canada trip, and they were really good for that, just in terms of the amount of storage that they offer. So yeah, you can really fit a lot of stuff in these bags. And yeah, alright, so thing number 2 that I like about the Leatherpros bags for Dyna, and that is the fact that they are detachable. So if you saw my video on the sissy bar, I really like having the option to turn this thing into a bagger and have it not be a bagger in a matter of seconds. The locking system and the system that makes it detachable is so easy to use. It's extremely secure, and you know, I don't always want to be riding around on a bagger. You know, it's really nice to shed these bags when I don't need them, and the design makes it really easy to do that. So like when we get to where we're going, I'm not gonna, you know, unpack all the bags and everything. I'm literally just gonna take them off the bike and treat them as, you know, luggage, as like separate bags, which is, you know, really nice. Whoops, setting off car alarms. So yeah, it's really nice to just easily take them off like that, especially for someone that doesn't want to always run bags. It's nice to just have that option. And if, you know, if you're on a long trip and you're packing it away for the night, it's nice to not have to unpack a bag. It's really nice to just turn a key and boom, you don't have to worry about unpacking it. You can just bring it into your hotel room or your tent or whatever you're staying at, and that makes unpacking a lot easier. Alright, so thing number 3 that I like about the Leatherpros bags, and that is the fact that they have thought about security. And like I mentioned, they have the locking mechanism before, so you actually have keys where you can lock these bags, and at that point you cannot lift the handle to detach them. So it's really nice that they thought about that, because like for example with the sissy bar, you know, that's not locked on. So if someone's familiar with that hardware, they can literally just walk by, undock it, and walk away with the sissy bar. So it's nice with the Leatherpros bags that they've actually created a lock so that you can't do that. So I really like the fact that you have that locking mechanism, so that when I park the bike somewhere, you know, I don't have to worry about the bags going missing. So the security is definitely a big advantage to having these bags. It's good stuff. And yeah, especially if you're doing a lot of urban riding, and if you're in an environment like I'm riding in right now, you know, things have a tendency to go missing. They're not like hard bags or anything, so I wouldn't recommend ever really leaving anything valuable in them for too long, because like I said, you can easily just slash the bag or just break the zipper, and then that's it. You know, they're gonna take everything you got, but you don't ever have to worry about the actual bag going missing. you know, because of that locking mechanism. Alright, so thing number 4 that I really like about this bag, as I spoke about the amazing amount of storage that comes with these bags in the first point, if you happen to be in a situation where you actually need more storage than that, Leatherpros actually has you covered. The bags actually are expandable, and you could unzip the inner zipper and then get that much more space, and that's just like an insane amount of space. I think I've only had to do that one time. We're going to a wedding or something, like we had a lot of stuff and I needed to open the bags in that regard that one time. You know, you have a lot of space without doing that, as I said in the first point, so it's just nice to know that if you ever are in a jam and you need the extra space, that they've thought of that, and you actually have the option to expand these and just make them a little bit bigger. So definitely like having the option of that. Alright, so thing number 5 that I like about the Leatherpros bags, and this is not necessarily about the hardware itself, it's more about the company. So a story that myself and your girl Jenny is, this one time we were riding and all of a sudden Jenny starts freaking out. She's hitting me and I don't know what's wrong. You know, we weren't running a communication system like the Lexan, of course. Turns out one of the bags actually fell off on the highway. So we circled around just to see what the aftermath was, and literally the bag was just in pieces. All the contents were like spread out along the highway. It was a pretty bad scene. Luckily, you know, no one didn't cause an accident or anything, but it was a pretty bad scene, and I had to ride the rest of the 200-mile ride or whatever we had with just one saddlebag. Yeah, so that happened, and then, you know, after that I was one bag down. Speculating about why it happened, I think what actually happened is my bike was in the shop, but I think what happened is, in order to do the work that they were doing, they needed to take the bags off. I think the mechanic took the bags off, and then what happened is when they put one of the bags on, they did not actually lock it fully, because when I stopped to investigate what was happening, the other bag that had not fallen off, I noticed, was not locked completely. So yeah, but I was pretty sure that, you know, it wasn't me. I'm pretty mindful of doing that whenever I'm taking the bags on and off. But so the point that I'm getting at is, I hit up Leatherpros, I hit up the company, just told them the situation. They gave me the new bag for $200 rather than charging me the full price of a new bag based on the situation. So I thought it was really cool that they were like pretty empathetic of the situation. Obviously it wasn't their fault, I wasn't blaming the company, but you know, they were really cool about it. They were completely ready for the situation. It wasn't a situation where it's like, oh, you have to buy 2 new bags. You know, they were able to sell me the bag I needed, get it to me in days within placing the order, and they only charged me $200. I think you know, what it would actually be if they charged me the full price was like $350 or something. So again, it was just cool that they like recognized, like, okay, here's someone that supported the company, had an unfortunate situation, let's not profit off of, you know, this bad situation, and they hooked it up for as low as they could, and I really appreciate that. So that speaks to the company. Also, you know, I've misplaced hardware here and there that I've needed. Like when I needed to install the sissy bar, I needed to run a different length bolt for that. I didn't know where I put those, so it was really nice to just hit up the company and know that, okay, you know, here's $20, and then they got the hardware over to me immediately. It was like no issue. So the company's really responsive. They're out of Wisconsin, really good people, and my experience with them, as I've said, has been really positive. So gotta love the Leatherpros customer service. But that's really all I got. Can't recommend them anymore. I could have gone on and on, told you more things I like about them, but we'll just leave it at 5 for now. We're gonna enjoy the rest of our little ride today. If you have any questions, feel free, leave them below. And yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you for watching. Stay safe out there and stay low. BK Low is out.